Hello, everybody. What's going down? Hello, hello, hello. Greetings to you. I pray your day, your Monday, June 9th, is kicking off in the best way possible. My name is Sonja Marie, if you do not know, and welcome to Word Life Astrology with me, Sonja Marie. I appreciate you being here in this weekly rundown. We talk about the astrological transits that are happening throughout every week on this day, on the Monday, which is today, at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Hello and greetings to all the people that are rolling in on Instagram. I'm so happy that you're here, doing my best to wave to you right now. Please join us, pull up a chair, do what you do, get comfortable, and let folks that you may know that could resonate with this information, let them know that your girl is on while I make a couple of quick announcements, okay? I pray again that your day is jumping off nice and shiny like. What is happening to just Brianna and Rob? You here? Blessings to you too, sweetheart. I pray that everything is well in your world. Hi, Robin. How you doing? Miss Pat is in the space. I can't see anybody else's name on IG, so that's why I'm just waving to you to kind of get this information out the way. What's up, April? I pray you're good, sweetie pie. Listen, I have a couple of announcements I want to say real quick, and then we're going to jump on into this week because today is a special day, especially for all the water signs that are out there, or people who have water sign rising or moon and sun, like I just explained. You may want to hold your hat for today's quick transit information. It's a doozy. It's a beautiful one, too. So before I get there, I want y'all to be aware of my summertime special that's happening in June and July. Yes, go to my website at wordlifeastrology.com/readings. That's wordlifeastrology.com/readings to take part in this June and July summer astro/spiritual reading special. You need to jump on that thing before, the feed goes back up for the next several months, however long Spirit tells me. I get hit by God, y'all, to tell me, hey, you should help out the people while you help yourself out. And I go, yeah, that's true. So here we go. So if you want to sign up for that, again, the link is in the description box below of this video on YouTube. Also on Instagram, you can go to my bio too and check it out. Or you can go to my website, like I said, wordlifeastrology.com. You can get the reading with a friend if you want. Do like a couples reading or whatever, and y'all can split the fee. Y'all can split the price or what. You okay, mister? You okay? Y'all can split the price. Okay. That's that. Oh, also, I'm performing with Cody Chestnut. If you did not know, on July 6th at the Monte Speakeasy, it's $12 to get in. I'm also doing my best to set up a live streaming situation. So if you are in another state, you're in another city, and you can't make it, but you definitely want to see what a chick is doing and how we run that show, get a little bit of inspiration on you. I'd appreciate that. I'm going to send that link out this week so you guys can join up and so you ladies can join and take part in our show. Okay, let me say hello to a few people as y'all run in, and then we're gonna get started. What's up, ZP? ZP was at my show on June 1st. I'm so happy for you, ZP, coming on through. What's up? Bijou is here. Hi, Bijou, and Copper Fox is here. You caught the live. Nicia is here. What's going on? Royal, what's up? She's like, hey, what up, Scorpio sister? Y'all ready for today's rundown? Listen, today, like Monday, has the most aspects of the week. So if y'all are a note-taking type of person, you might want to get your pens and your papers out now, or whatever it is that you take notes with, because today is packed. Are you feeling it already? Please talk to me and among yourself. And please remember, if you have a question, do your best. Sometimes I miss them, so forgive me if I ever missed your questions. But sometimes I miss them if I don't see a bunch of question marks or exclamation points. You have to kind of get my attention. It's not rude. I just need to see. Okie dokie, schmaukies. Yes, it will be a live stream, Robin. I hope you can join us, sweetie pie. I miss you. So, yeah, let's go on and break that thing down. Today, being Monday, if you are a note-taking person, this is what I'm going to do for you so you can set it up. Anybody who doesn't want to take notes and does not like to get into the astrological part of it, it's okay. You can bypass this quick little details or whatever, and then I'm going to break it all down for you real, real soon. But for those astrology students and those that like to take notes, Mercury will be squaring Jupiter today. Let me start with that. The moon is quincunxing Jupiter today. The moon is trining Saturn. Venus is also squaring up Pluto going retrograde. The moon is trining Neptune. The moon is sextiling Pluto going retrograde, and Mercury is squaring up Neptune. I may have said that quite fast for a few of you, but I'm going to say them again, and there's always a recording so you can come back if you need to. But here's the deal, and this is why I teach like this. This is why I come on here on Mondays, because I really do my best to teach and show and to assist in a way that you learn for yourself. It's not enough for you to just come on and see my cute little face every week or whatever, or get information from other astrologers. Teach yourself, okay? So you know how to read the charts a little bit, and you can get some information, some energetic information. So if you know anything about astrology and all of these aspects, meaning squares, squares and so on and so forth, squares and quincunx and trines and stuff, this day, today, there's a lot of varied aspects happening, which means you can feel a plethora of emotions going back and forth. Those on the East Coast, can you concur? I'm just asking, because it's already 3:13 there, and you've gone through half of these aspects already, meaning that possibly maybe your moods have fluctuated. Possibly maybe there have been different aspects, different, the word I'm looking for is influences on your day. It starts off happy, it's around about 12, it got a little funky. Let me break it down for you. I just wanted to know. Keep in mind, again, that a lot of us are in the middle of these feelings. So I'm helping you in real time as I express what Monday is about, what's going down. So pause, okay? Because this is a very, very interesting day in which that there's a really big shift. This is for my water signs and for Cancers especially. It's a big shift with Jupiter going into Cancer today. That it's almost like, I'm just trying to give you a visual. Whenever the big planets like Pluto and Jupiter and Saturn and Uranus goes into different signs, it's like a huge concert that's going down. Whether it's good or bad, that's not to be determined straight away, because it depends on how you rock with the energy, right? But here's the deal. With Jupiter being such a huge influence on our solar system and especially on our lives, right? Jupiter deals with optimism, opportunities. Jupiter deals with religion. Jupiter deals with legalities. Jupiter deals with expansion of things. Jupiter deals with so much. Jupiter deals with like the overwhelming sensation of a thing. Like sometimes I like to say that Jupiter is like the faucet that just goes on and just keeps running and running and running. It's very generous, but at the same time, it doesn't have too many boundaries. You understand what I'm saying? So it can be taken either way. But I'm gonna break that down for you, because with Jupiter going into Cancer, as Susan Miller says, and a lot of astrologers put on it, like Cancers have now become the celestial favorites, so to speak. Why? Because because Jupiter's energy is now inhabited by Cancer energy, meaning that those who are Cancers, especially, but Scorpios and Pisces, because they rock real close in a sense, in energetic sense, to Cancer, they're going to get a little bit of this luck on them. Opportunities are coming to them, Cancers as well. Doors are opening. Now, understand this, that Jupiter doesn't work with magic. Meaning, like, it's not like miracles, although it can seem like that miracles are walking into your life, but know that you paid for it. Know that you earned it. So what I mean is those that have earned the right for the opportunities to come to them, they're coming. If you filled out applications, if you filled out loan and grant applications, if you was looking for a miracle, praying for a miracle, work towards it, did the inner and the outer work, Jupiter is showing up for you. Does that make sense to everybody? For all the Cancers out there, especially Pisces and Scorpio, but everybody else, it's not to say that you're not going to be privy to this good feeling, this generous feeling that's coming over, because in a general sense, Jupiter in Cancer deals with the expansion of family. So with Jupiter going into Cancer, it's about tapping into your family life a little bit more better, to make it more better. Tapping into what the kids are doing, what your parents are doing. You understand? Spending those times having them real cute backyard barbecues and just getting nosy into people's business, like in a loving way, understanding them and caring for them in a way in which people need. Let me tell you, as I squirrel, but not really. Cancer energy, being a sun sign Cancer and knowing a lot of people, Cancer energy is really, really dope. We are all dope in our own way, y'all. Don't get it twisted. But the reason why I'm a big up Cancer as we slide into Cancer season real quick, because Cancer energy, and as Jupiter goes into Cancer, because Cancer energy has that ability to be emotionally mature, has that ability to care for other people as well as it's caring for itself. It's the mama of the zodiac. So y'all have to know, when the mother loves big. The mother loves without boundaries. The mother loves unconditionally. So if you have Jupiter's huge, expansive energy, because it's the biggest planet in the solar system, right? Coming equipped with mother love. Do I need to finish the sentence? That means we are all getting this big hug that we also need. Think about the bigger picture as I express what Jupiter in Cancer is really, really about. Sometimes, whether your mother is on the planet or not, it is good to just get that 1 minute hug from somebody that you may not have expected it from. This is what Jupiter in Cancer brings. Jupiter in Cancer brings those meals that you really would love to engage in, but you probably don't have enough money or you don't have enough energy. So somebody calls you and goes, hey, you want to come to the hatchet hole? Hey, you want me to make you some fried fish and some collard greens and blah, 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 blah. And even though your ego may be like, I don't want it, you better get that Jupiter in Cancer love, that mama love all over you. And if that's not you receiving it, how about you provide it for somebody? It's that time for Jupiter in Cancer to act like it cares. We need to look in each other's eyes and see that we care. Also, Jupiter deals with food. Also, Jupiter deals with children, again, i.e. family. Also, Jupiter deals with holding on to the past too much or having a hard time switching out of patriotic concerns, patriotic habits. You understand? Patriotic is what I want to say, if y'all anybody got that confused. Now, the reason why I'm pausing is because I really wanted to start this weekly rundown off with another piece of information, but I just quickly got on the train and kept going. But as Spirit is segueing me back to, I should say, going back to what it is I was supposed to say. I'm just putting out love and prayers to all the wonderful families that are being broken right now across this country, and especially in California. It's really quiet here in certain ways. If you don't live here, you wouldn't recognize it. But it's an eerie kind of silence and an eerie kind of concern and fear that's happening. And I pray that with Jupiter going into Cancer today, that there's also an awesome kind of loving blanket that's going across the people, whether we see it or not, and how the families are coming together and taking care of one another, how those that are going through what they're going through, even those that are on the outside of it, can find some real patriotic understanding of what it means to be a community, of what it means to be together in a country, of what it needs to watch out for one another. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying without me being so detailed? Because I don't like talking politics on this gosh darn thing. It's not really my wheelhouse, to be quite honest with you. And I'm more an intuitive person than I am a factual person. I go where I go. I go where I'm accepted in a sense, and and where I thrive. And that's just not a place where I thrive. But I know that energetically, with Jupiter going into Cancer, it can be nothing but helpful to understand that we need to have this loving hug, put out these prayers, help a person if you can that's in need on the street. You understand? Be that ally for folks. And again, not just in California, because if they're coming for them in New York, they're coming for them in California, they're coming for them in the South, they're coming for all of us. And that's not me to put out fear, because what I really, really believe that this overwhelming sensation of love and overwhelming sensation of love and family, of togetherness, of community that Cancer energy can bring in right now, in my opinion, will only heighten their defense. And when their defense gets heightened, we need to up our connection to spirit, to family, to community, to the point where they lose, because they will. But at the end of the day, or I should say, but sooner than later, it's going to get worse before it gets better. So we got to come with the goodness first. We have to come with the togetherness first. Does this make sense to anybody? Yes, yes, y'all, or y'all just listening? I'm just wondering. Again, just doing my best to kind of keep us up on current events, but at the same time, I'm not trying to drive into that. That street belongs to somebody else, not to me. But we're all in it together, and astrology is helping it out. So let's see where you can place that with all these awesome, gosh darn crazy ass aspects that are happening today alongside Jupiter going into Cancer. And if you want to know more about Jupiter in Cancer, there's a plethora of information on the internet. Just Google Jupiter in Cancer and what that means, and you can get a whole lot more details. I got more to talk to y'all about. But big ups to the Cancers and the water signs, because we're about to get our just due. And I think it's necessary. As I go off on a little bit more of a tangent before I go into y'all know me, I kind of get hits as I go along. And what I'm hearing more so in regards to water signs, again, if you have a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or rising, IG keeps going in and out. People keep dropping off. So sorry, IG. It's not my fault. But hopefully y'all still here. In regards to Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rise, the water has been holding up a lot lately. I want y'all to go with me metaphorically and poetically, because this is often how the information comes to me. Okay? Think about it. Jupiter changes, or I should say, goes through a complete cycle every 12 years. Meaning the next time Jupiter will be in Cancer is in another 12 years, and then 12 years after that. But know that it's hitting every sign in between those 12 years till it gets right back to Cancer. You dig? If you don't understand, ask a question. Okay, thank you, 406. So the bottom line is this, is that the water energy, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio, and those that have those important placements in water, have been holding up people, situations, changes, reactions, demands in society and in our family in a way in which it feels like a dam. Are y'all following my poetic explanation so far? So that means, in my opinion, that these water signs and people that have these placements need some type of release, y'all. Some type of release. What people don't recognize about water signs is that although we are plagued as being sensitive beings, which means literally that we sense and suss out anything and everything that's around us, and it's quite overwhelming at times. Right? So it brings us to tears. It brings us to emotional outbursts, sometimes without our control, because we hold so much and because so much enters our mind, body, and soul without permission oftentimes. Am I just speaking for myself, or are there any water signs out here that can concur? I'm just saying. So when a lucky planet such as Jupiter gets into that vibration, right? Into the vibration of celebration, right? That means the water signs, especially Cancer, has an opportunity to release and bam, 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 bring out the guns and celebrate for the release, for the gifts, for the opportunities that are coming, for the, at the very least, a new optimistic outlook on life. Because for 12 years and plus, that water energy has been holding back its celebration while it's holding on to everybody's emotions. Does that make sense? Thank you, Robin. Hey, Judy. The water is strong. I was telling my son this the other day. People discount the strength of water oftentimes. They want to overthink it. They want to outperform it. They want to, plan around it. They think that the water is a chump because it's super sensitive and it feels and can see certain things before you even see it. But it's powerful as hell. Get in front of an ocean real quick and see how quickly you die once that motherfucker raises up about 6-7 feet. I'm just saying, think about the power of water. When we think about Jupiter expanding our family, our care, the kind of culinary experiences we have, how we hold on to the past sometimes and don't want to move forward because Jupiter and Cancer can have you holding on to too many things that you don't want to let go. I'm just saying, and I think I'm speaking too long about this, but I want y'all to know that Jupiter and Cancer can go both ways. You can hold on to a lot of food too. You can overeat in this moment in time. But I'm specifically putting emphasis on the fact that we should care a little bit more for ourselves first and celebrate for the things that we held on to and care for ourselves, and then put that blanket out on everyone else. Does that make sense? Let's get to the aspects. Please ask questions if I seemed a little sporadic in that moment and I lost anybody. I'd appreciate that because I need the clarity sometimes myself. The first aspect that's up, which is really, really interesting with Jupiter going into Cancer, here's the first little faux pas, so to speak. Mercury, which is in Aries right now, dealing with how we think, how we communicate, and how we process information, is squaring up against Jupiter. So Jupiter is coming in going, I got all this love. I got all these hugs. I got all this sensitivity. I have all this emotional maturity. Jupiter in Cancer is saying, get together with your family, but out the gate, with Jupiter trying to implement this energy onto the planet and within our own personal communities, Mercury, the brain, the mental ability of all of us, with the energy that's being put on the planet right now, the mental energy that's being put on the planet right now is in Aries. So it's in what? Combat mode. Do y'all see why sometimes I have to infiltrate politics in order to segue into what it is that we're learning about astrological energy? Mercury in Aries is always about combat. It's always about the military. It's always about aggression. It's always about fighting. But in Mercury is with your head, with your words, with laws, with contracts. So we got this military beast sitting up against Jupiter in Cancer, looking like Big Mama. Let's give her a goddamn visual. Looking like Big Mama, like, oh, for real? This is what we gonna do? The standoff today. Because Mercury been in Aries for a couple of weeks, at least the last week and a half. And Big Mama walked into the room like, we're not doing this. How's Big Mama coming through? Big Mama is coming through by your neighbors helping you. Big Mama is coming through by that loving blanket. Again, Jupiter and Cancer. Big Mama is coming through by bringing the families together. But the brain, the military brain, the actions, the aggression, the need to want to fight is pushing up against that loving feeling, i.e., standoffs, protests, all types of things coming up and about. Because a square, which Mercury is squaring up Jupiter, presents challenges. Are y'all listening? This makes sense? Being American and apolitical is wild. Politics is always working on us. Why wouldn't we address it? Well, why wouldn't we address it? Well, you already know why I wouldn't address it, Bijou, if that's a question for me. But I know it's not like a real serious Sonja question, but I don't address it because I don't like my feelings getting all into a situation, to be quite honest with you. But it is all one. We are one. And we have no other choice but to find a way to make it make sense through all the tools that we have, right, Bijou? It's a tricky situation right now. It's a tricky situation. You know, the analogy that just came to me, I'm going to keep going, y'all, but I think I'm going to take my time today because my brain is moving a little slow, to be truthful with you. What's also really, really interesting is that visual is like love. Let's just say Jupiter and Cancer is just big mama love. Love is just trying to come in and squash the shit. And the aggression is not allowing it. Why? Because it wants to hold on to the past, because it wants to hold on to its force. But check this out too. The moon being in, I was going to say something totally different. I went down a whole nother road, but it's okay. I'll come back. Spirit always has a way of bringing me back. At the same time, the moon at this particular day, today, Monday, still on Monday, is in Sagittarius. That's interesting. Why? It's because, fire signs beget fire signs. So there's a mood in the air, like, yeah, let's fight. Let's be aggressive. Let's be selfish. Let's do the things that's not only right for myself, but that's going to get me ahead, and it's going to allow me to win in the bigger picture without even concerning ourselves with the details. Does this sound like anything that we know? Oh, no. Did y'all just get that notice? Naila Sly just passed away.
Who just passed away?
Sly Stone.
Sly Stone just passed away? Oh no!
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Sorry, y'all. Sorry for the interruption.
Damn.
Fuck. Fuck, y'all. Ooh, please give me like 20 seconds, y'all. I gotta get my body together, get right back with my head. You know how the phone gives you them little notifications or whatever, and I know his daughter very, very well. So me and my sister Naila, who's in my bathroom right now. God damn it. Well, good thing he got the docu out. Fuck. Peace and light to Sly Stone's spirit as he takes off onto another world. It's really, really damn it, y'all, I can't get it together. It's really daunting. It's really daunting to see our greats leave the planet. And it takes a little bit out of me each and every time. Only because it's left up to us, in my opinion, the people who have the talent, who have the responsibility to continue on a legacy. It's left up to us to do it. And it gets a little, when I see it happening and we are experiencing it, I can't even talk. It just throws me off a bit because we have to carry the torch. And where's the greatness being passed off to us? Yes, it's being passed off to us, but I can't get my thoughts together. Please forgive me. This is the craziest fucking rundown I ever done. Ooh. It's just time to step on into that thing. It's really, really time to step on into that thing. It's really sad to see when the greats have to leave. But if I can be really, really candid and try not to cry on this thing, y'all, they're getting tired. Folks are getting so goddamn tired of being here and watching what's happening. I look in elders' eyes and the ones that have really put up a grave fight for us through music, through social justice, through laws, through caretaking, through education, through all the industries. They are getting worn out because of the energy of the other that just keeps coming up and doing its best to take us out. And we keep coming together as virtual communities, as actual communities, trying to learn some information to stay alive, to have something positive to hold on to. It's not very easy to speak positively and find the things in the toolbox that you've been given to move through the world when you are literally looking out your window and watching good people being snatched, when you are watching beautiful souls as Sly Stone be taken away after leaving so much peace and so much togetherness, after doing their best to just, make it better for us. Their bodies literally get weary. And I feel that weariness on so many folks. And I'm never ever suicidal, but I also know how it's so easy to just go. Please forgive me, y'all. I just think that kind of took me by straight surprise, obviously. But again, it's just hard to be positive in a space in which you see so much happening around you. And I can also see the other side of it. I can also see the beauty and the progress and the light and the rewards that's going to come for us just standing still. It gets a little daunting sometimes. Yep. Thank y'all for giving me a moment. I don't know how I'm going to segue into this thing because my heart is breaking for my friend right now, for his daughter, and for all of us in a way, whether you knew Sly Stone or not. I mean, it's the power of the spirit, it's the force of the soul that you can feel leave when it does. But anyway, I don't want to ramble. Thank y'all for being patient. Okay, so Mercury's gonna square up that Jupiter. This sounds so unnatural to just fall into this, but I'm gonna do it. The moon is quincunxing Jupiter, the frustration. That's where I was going with. Ooh, I lost my whole train of thought. And it goes to that. It goes to the brain as I'm getting little hits now, to the brain and how we are doing our best to manifest, or I should say to speak about the things that are happening right now. Mercury being the brain and communication, and how it's going up against Jupiter and it trying to bring that love, that full on mama love, but then also with the moon and the emotions, being frustrated by the fact that the love is coming in, but is it coming in hot enough? Is it coming in fast enough? Is it coming in selfish enough with the moon being in Sag? Are you seeing the bigger picture? That's where I left off. Are you seeing the bigger picture? Too much where you're not paying attention to the details along the way, the lives that are being lost, the people that are being snatched, the laws and shit that are changing, people's rules that are changing on and pivoting at a drop of a dime, so to speak. Like, what are we doing about the steps going to the bigger picture? That's where that frustration is coming in with the moon sextile and Jupiter. Also, the moon is trine in Saturn. So here's another part of this feeling. It's kind of like what I already said, and maybe one or two of y'all can feel this, but it's about being disciplined. And thank you, Nia. Nia just said on YouTube, if I need to come back, you understand. I appreciate that. But I think I'm gonna lean into what this moon is trying and Saturn is all about right now, because it's asking to be disciplined, to stay the course, to keep the energy towards learning the lesson, feeling the fear, feeling the pain. It's not to say I won't cry when I get off here, but it's almost like this is a page of what it is we need to do. In a sense, feel the fear, feel the things today, and move through it with that discipline, move through it with that ritual, move through it glaringly, because Saturn is in Aries, so it's moving fast. Move through it knowing that the lessons that you get and the fear that you're feeling is temporary, but you got to move through it, because there's something to learn in it. I know I'm saying the same things over and over, y'all. Please forgive me. I'm just searching for my words. Also, Venus today, look at that shit. Venus is squaring Pluto going reverse. Now, I want to say something to y'all in which I don't necessarily say all the time, because when you're in a public forum, you don't want to put out, at least I feel that I have a sense of responsibility not to put out information that could be sometimes a little alarming to folks that I may or may not know. But Pluto also deals with death. Pluto deals with transformation, which is death of something, and also physical death, people leaving the planet. Well, look at that. You got Venus, which is love, Venus, which is passion, beauty, Venus, which is money, Venus, which is also absolutely art on some particular way, is squaring up against Pluto, death. You may not look or feel like moving through the shit, but it's worth it. What I wrote here in regards to moving through it and being disciplined about it is worth it. Because why? We have to find the worth in it. Why are people dying? Because there's worth in it. Although we do not see it because it's squared up, Venus and Pluto going reverse, it's worth it. We're uncovering things. It's almost like being in the hamper or something, or being somewhere and excavating all of these things, but you're getting cuts and bruises as you're going along. People are dying and situations are moving on. Sly has left the building. Ain't that some shit? Moving on to make space for what? A worthy better. I said it right. With Venus being worth, it has to be better. Once you go through this square, once things are dying and being transformed, it has to go somewhere better. That's the way science goes. That's the way energy flows. Does this make sense? Please tell me if I'm rambling. Also, the moon is trining Neptune today. Along with the discipline, sometimes we can get lost in our imagination a little bit too much today. Lost in the music. I will be playing his music. Somehow we have to get lost in the music today. Escape a little bit. It's okay if you do. I don't know where you are, and I don't know what you're doing, and I don't know how sensitive you are to what's happening in the country or what's happening around you, or just for this day's aspects and that fight up against the mind and trying to be positive, but the mind is saying, let's fight. The mind is saying, combat a situation. We're also, I'm just summarizing today, Monday, also feeling like we need to be disciplined and staying on course, but things are dying and I'm getting cut up and I'm getting bruised along the way. But I'm recognizing that there's worth in that. Well, at the end of the day, Neptune says, after we've gone through this day, take a moment to escape. Take a moment to get into music. Take a moment to meditate. Take a moment to see the bigger picture as much as possible, to get spirit on you as much as possible. Because at the end of the day, being as human as we all are, feeling all the feels that we do feel. We have to take a moment to escape. We have to take a moment to break out of this body and recognize that we're always bigger and better than just this human space that we're in. That's why we come on here and talk, right? When I'm in my right little frame of mind and I'm spewing out the information. But that's why we're here, to try to find some solace, some positivity, some understanding of what the real aim is about. Is that just me? Or is that a few of y'all too? Are y'all here for the same reasons? Talk to me, please. I really would love for y'all to talk to me, because I need to know how you doing, how I'm doing, and what's being said. Mm, mm, mm. What's so crazy is too, this whole day, I forgot to mention these other two aspects. The moon is also sextile in Pluto today, going retrograde. And then at the end of the day, Mercury wants to square up against Neptune. What a fucking crazy ass day today. Lord have mercy on my soul. It's like an up and down kind of, did y'all just... So there's also a powerful stance at the end of the day. After we go through this meditative space of recognizing that there is a bigger picture and that we do need to stay connected to spirit, to our ancestors, to our prayers, while we're trying to be disciplined in all the things, we will see the transformation and the benefit of the transformation with the moon and Pluto coming together. There will be a standoff at the end of the day. Like, is that right? What I thought, what I felt? Because here comes trouble in Mercury in Aries, wanting to start a fight based on what's being said this evening, based on what's being read this evening, based on the information that is coming through the airways. Thank you, Spirit. So what I heard in this little download is like, be informed, but don't be shook. Be informed, but don't be controlled. Be informed, but don't let them get 2 feet close to you. Physically, actually, spiritually, energetically, emotionally, all the things. Put that white light around you so you can be observant and aware of what's happening without you being affected and swallowed up. You dig? Because the mind is going to want to play tricks on all of us today. In a sense, it's just going to want us to be that fighter, that person to go out on the front line. Even if we're not frontline material, we're going to feel like we need to be there. Does this make sense to y'all? But at the same time, some of us can't handle it. And at the same time, some of us would rather just be prayer warriors. Do that. Don't let the mind take over with that. Take over with the need to fight and combat and to get out in the street physically, or metaphorically, or actually get out in the street and take a bullet just because your head is saying you should, just because you want to argue, just because you want to stand up for justice. There's always other things that you can do. There's way too many emotional shifts that's happening today for you to get caught in the middle of it. All right? If someone can interpret what I said in a real simple way and put it up, I'd appreciate that, because this energy is really gnarly today. And again, I just feel like I'm in the midst of it, real time, as it comes up on the gosh damn notifications. Ooh-wee. Okay. Tuesday, let me keep it going. The moon is in Sagittarius still, but the real thing about tomorrow is the continuous frustrations. Why? Because Mercury, again, being in Aries, is quincunxing. No, Mercury is in Cancer. Why did I say it's in Aries? But it's quincunxing Pluto, and it's still causing that square the day before, for sure. But the bottom line is that there's still some frustration tomorrow with the brain, with Mercury irritating Pluto, irritating transformation. The brain says, I don't want things to die. The brain says, I'm holding on to the past. The brain says, we can't do things differently. The brain says, if you transform, if you die, then that means I'm going to die, or certain parts of me are going to die. Yes, goddamn cat, orange cat. I don't want to say his name on here in case it triggers anything. But yes, dude, and all your fucking dudes with you. Yes, You got to change and you got to die if you going to die and your systems are going to die. But also when it comes to a personal thing too, as I like to always remind y'all of, is that this is about us too, from the inside out. So there are some things that could possibly confuse us tomorrow that we need to change about ourselves in order for things to die. Like we want to fight it. We want to fight it with our justifications. We want to fight it with our reasons and our excuses, whatever the brain wants to come up with. This is tomorrow. Pebbles Love said, you can't put new wine on old wine skin. How about that? They are subliminally assisting our focus. They are. But we can control our own focus is the reason why I do my best to come on here every week to keep y'all focused on the things. Although it's hard today, y'all. It's really hard today. On Wednesday, we have a full moon in Sagittarius, 20 degrees, by the way, at 3:44 a.m. on the eastern side of this particular country. Whoo, that full moon. Ooh, that full moon is going to trine Mars. So that can come up in a couple of different ways, as we all know. That the transit information that I talked to you about has a plethora of examples that it can play out. I just picked one or two or three. Here's the top one that just comes to me intuitively. The moon, full moon in Sag, ending Sagittarius things. First of all, Sag is a fire sign. Don't get it twisted. Although that information, that energy is very reserved, oftentimes it has a lot of energy. So it comes not with like Leo fire with bullying energy, not like Aries fire with combative energy. Sag comes with fire that doesn't quit. It's like an idol on the stove. So with that full moon blaring at 20 degrees Sagittarius, saying, I'm going to end all the things quick and fast the way I want to end it in a selfish kind of way, because Sag is the most selfish sign of the zodiac, good, bad, and indifferent. Okay? That situation is sitting right nice with the planet of war, sitting right nice with Mars. On Wednesday, be careful. Whoever you are around about Tuesday, Wednesday, as it grows into that energy, just be really, really careful about the things that you do, who you're around, the cars and the vehicles that you roll in, because Mars deals with vehicles as well. So it's almost like there'll be permission for a nice little blow up on Wednesday. Does this make sense to people? But here's something very, very interesting. At the same time that's going down, with that aspect in mind, it could play out as there's a permission to blow up, or in a, in quotes, good sense, it can play out like now we can move in a different direction. Now we have energy, we have optimism, we have understanding about X, Y, and Z, whatever that may be, some new revelation that you have. And now it's time to shift in that direction to 180 degrees away from what the country is trying to bring us to. It's time to open up these nonprofit organizations. It's time to start these communities, these underground guerrilla organizations that need to come through and help combat certain things, help get laws together, pull the community and the people together. You can have energy to blow shit up, or you can have energy to pull shit together. What side are you going to be on? That's what I'm proposing for Wednesday. At the same time, though, Mercury is sextile in Venus, so there's a caring leader somewhere in the middle of that. Somebody has the wherewithal to get the people together, right? And nice, and like right now. Get the people together. Take care of one another. What are you doing? Interesting week, y'all. Lord have mercy. I had no idea this was going down. I'm gonna keep it moving because I'm hoping that you get something out of this for yourselves. But yeah, on Thursday, I'm waiting for this. On Thursday, it starts to balance out a little bit because the moon goes into Capricorn. And whenever the moon is in Capricorn, I mean, we got to be able to dig it because the earth brings some type of solidarity, right? Some type of practicality, some type of order to what fire may be doing, what water may be pushing through, what the air don't give a fuck about because it's in the air and away from everybody else. As long as it ain't touching me, y'all get how I teach. So the bottom line is this: when the moon, or when there's a significant placement like the moon goes into a practical a sign, especially of Capricorn. Capricorn is very, very caring. Although Capricorn in some people's eyes can be cold and ruthless, I need y'all to get up off of that. Capricorn has a heart, a true heart. It just doesn't show everybody and anybody. If they're not privy to it, they're not. So they're not just going to get it. So with the moon in Capricorn on Thursday, here comes this very practical yet controlling, caring grandpa coming in the mix, asking everybody to sit down, to squell the fire, to tell everybody to take a seat. Stop with the brain fire, going crazy, cursing people out. The military pull them back. People stop, leaning into their fear and their need to be armed. And again, this is actual, what's happening on the streets, but it's also within your own life. It's also within your own family, within your situation, your story. Understand that. Okay? It can go either way or both. So check yourself too. Instead of you just putting it on other people saying, oh, that's on you. She's talking about society. No, what's happening in your life too? What do you need to stop fighting? Stop putting up your dukes and defending. Because if if it's dying, it's dying. Let it die. That's what we want to say to this orange dude. Let the shit die. What is wrong with you? And as a matter of fact, you need to go and hang out with Sly and all of them too. You need to go too. I said it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Anyway, and then on Friday, it's another interesting day because that moon will stay in Capricorn, but now it's going to quincunx the sun. Here comes some more irritation. I don't come on here to give bad news. I come on here to give informed news, and I pray that you don't become a separatist and make it good and bad in your own mind, because it's not about good and bad. It's about how do we navigate the energies that are going on around us to aid to the bigger picture. Because there's a reason why we're going through this weird, whack, wild, combative, barbed wire fence type of a week is what I'm sensing in this moment. And the emotions going in and out and the need to fight, but there's nobody to swing on. Do y'all feel that? There's nobody to swing on this week but ourselves. And Aries coming in here bringing that combative energy, by the way, is a baby. So oftentimes babies are just swinging just to be swinging. There's no real purpose. They just want to swing. So catch yourself in your irritations this week and not swinging on things that don't deserve your fight, so you don't catch a bad one. Please, it's coming clear now. Does that make sense to anybody and everybody? I know I keep asking you. I just want to make sure you're there. Friday is one of them days. If the moon is irritating the sun, that means emotions are irritating the ego. That means who's going to win? Your feelings or your ego? That's a battle right there. I don't know about y'all. That's a nice little battle because it's not even a challenge. It's just an irritation. It's like, you're getting on my nerves. It's a distraction out this motherfucker is what it is. And as it's distracting us, people are leaving. As it's distracting us, systems are being broken. Systems are being infiltrated. Try not to get your distraction. I should say, let me say that again. Take two. Try not to be too distracted. Y'all like my own self-edit? Sonja. Saturday is interesting too. because that moon only stays in Capricorn for Thursday and Friday. Again, bringing us some type of solid base, some type of earthly foundation, right? And then here comes Saturday with the moon right and early, 7 a.m. in the morning, 7 a.m. on the eastern side of the country, going into Aquarius. The moon will go into Aquarius, which will allow us to pull back, which will allow us to like see things from a detached standpoint, no longer practical, but in a heady kind of way, as it sextiles Saturn, saying, yes, let's look at things from a heady, cerebral, realistic point of view so we can do what? Stay on course. Saturn is saying, stay on course. This is going to be a gnarly week to stay on course, but we have to do it because there's rewards after this. They have been mounting, and then every now and again we get a really weird kind of rickety kind of oh shit kind of week to hold on, and then it evens out. That's freaking life. It's just life. It's life. It's us being human. We chose to come here and deal with this shit. So here's the information. So with Saturday, with that moon sextiling, because sextile is harmony, Saturn, it's like, yeah, okay, get the brain on the fact that we need to move forward on this track and be as disciplined as possible, especially because Saturn is in Aries. Be disciplined with your body. Be disciplined, and specifically be disciplined with exercise. I think as long as we can within this week do some type of physical exercise, do some type of thing that burns, because as we're talking about burning this week, and I hope y'all understand my method of teaching, as we talk about these fire signs, this combativeness, Sagittarius and its selfishness, the Mars in Leo going, yes, motherfuckers, get them. I don't give a hell. That lion moving forward with its motivation and with its fight, right? That fire sign, really, that fire energy just needs to be put somewhere. So if you have a hard time staying calm this week and you're getting antsy and or your anxiousness is coming up, your anxiety is coming up, go work out. Go swim, go walk, go run. You understand what I'm saying? Go find a way to burn it off. Dance, put some good music on and just dance. You know what I find too to be helpful? And the kids may be on to something sometimes. If you are this type of person, video games. I have a small little Miss Pac-Man in here, and I swear I'm going to get on that video game real quick because somehow you can get the aggression out of planning and doing what it is that your mind wants you to do on that joystick. And then you go and you eat up the monsters, and y'all see what I'm talking about? It's the transference of energy. We have to learn, in my opinion, through astrology and all other tools, to utilize our energy in which it in a way in which it doesn't burn us out. So we can keep our heads, so we can manage our emotions while we're going through the muck. Are you hearing me? Are y'all hearing me? So on Saturday, it says stay on the course. The moon sextiles Saturn. The moon also sextiles Neptune. Stay connected with spirit. Neptune is spirit. Neptune is God. Neptune is escapism. Neptune is music and art. Go visit a museum. Get lost into somebody else's creativity, if not your own. Please and very please, because still on that day, that moon is going to conjunct Pluto. So transitions are happening on that day. People are leaving on that day. Things are transferring on that day. Things are transforming on that day. I said that already. Things are transferring. This is what I wanted to say. Power on that day. You either giving up your power to somebody else, or somebody's looking to you towards power on that day. So it's necessary, absolutely, to stay the course with Saturn. It's necessary, absolutely, to stay prayerful with spirit so you can become even stronger in your intuition. That's an awesome day for transformations for sure. And remember, with the moon squaring up Venus, that you are loved. There's a possibility that you may feel like you're in this thing by yourself on Saturday. You're not. You're loved. You're worthy. Everybody is worthy. Remember that. Venus is money, worth, value, love, obviously. Venus is beauty. You understand? And there's a square that's happening on Saturday saying, even though you staying on course, nobody loves you. No, 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 no. People love you. You're surrounded by love. You are love. So there's no way you can't be love if you are love. Just remember that as we get caught in the mix. The fire engines, church bells and fire engines. On Sunday, last day, before I go into these cars, that moon will be in Aquarius still. It wants to irritate the fuck out of Mercury again. Mercury is getting a beat down this week, y'all. That's all I'm going to say. Mercury is getting a nice little beat down. How we think, how the information is coming to us is the beat down. It's not clear. It's coming hard and fast. And depending on who you are, you can respond to it like, hell yeah, let's do that shit. Or wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute. I suggest we all pull back and assess the situation first, to be aware and to be observant first. Because on Sunday, here comes the moon irritating Mercury again, bringing the confusion, bringing the indecisions, bringing in the things that you should or you should not do it based on your emotional response to fight, based on your emotional response to stay in your head. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Also, Mars on Sunday is squaring up. This is too much to handle. Mars on Sunday is also squaring up Uranus, which means Mars is anger, Mars is military, Mars is sex, Mars is fighting, Mars is confrontation of any kind, Mars is movement, motivation. It's squared, stunted by Uranus, the need to change, the swift changes that are happening. So now they want to put up a fight. So check out the energy of all week. The brain is going up against the fight. By Sunday, actually, the actual changes have met the fighting planet of Mars. Now there's something on Sunday or rising up into Sunday, maybe into Monday of next week, where there's going to be a standoff. Literally, we are not changing. Here comes the Civil War. I don't know if y'all remember. I know there's a good handful of y'all that have been rocking with me since Periscope and have definitely been on this YouTube for a couple of years too. And Spirit has been dropping Civil War to me for the longest time. And sometimes I really feel comfortable expressing to y'all because y'all come to hear whatever it is that comes through me. But when I get off this thing, I don't talk to people about it because truly I could tell how somebody could think I'm crazy. Because a lot of times I say shit that I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying. And a lot of times it's future telling. And I'm nobody's guru, God, or whatever, but I see shit. And I've been seeing this Civil War. That's Mars squaring up against Uranus. That's Mars being anger and fighting and protest is being stunted by the need to change. Uranus has been in Taurus for the last couple of years. The bitch is changing. She's already invested. I know y'all heard me talk about that. If Uranus has been in slow ass energy Taurus, Taurus don't like to change for nobody. Okay? It's in the planet of change. So when she got into that position 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, she was like, oh shit, I'm not changing for nobody. Now she has no choice. She recognizes she has to change. Ask any Taurus in your life. They will tell you, yeah, I kind of had to come to it. It's inevitable. I had to change. But 2 years ago, they was like, fuck it. I'm fighting up against it. So here comes the fight again. On Sunday with Mars going, fuck you, Uranus. We ain't changing. Uranus is like, I'm sorry. I didn't want to change either, but we got to. Because the world has already set it up. The people are already speaking. And here comes the fight. Do y'all get it? Y'all hear what I'm saying? At the same time, I think I need to do another rundown because there's way too much information in this 1 week. At the same time, on Sunday, and it's the last thing I'm going to say, Jupiter is squaring up against Saturn. Now, Jupiter's like, listen, everybody. Nobody's getting a goddamn reward. Nobody's getting the blessings and the optimism if you don't stay on course. Saturn is like, I've been telling them they got to stay on course, but it's hard. It's hard to stay on course nowadays. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's goddamn a challenge. So Jupiter is holding back the goodness because Jupiter is the optimism, right? It's squaring, creating a challenge against Saturn that's saying stay the course. Whoosh, whoosh. Saturn is cracking the whip, saying, yo, just stay in alignment with your disciplines, with your rituals. Talk to your elders. Mind your business. Go to work and come home. Go to work and come home. Go to work and come home. Saturn is like, yo, just stay on line. Be boring for a quick second. And Jupiter's like, you better, because if you don't, I'm not giving you what you deserve. But there's us as the human, as the ego, as our feelings in the middle of that, saying, God damn it, I need some reprieve. I need somebody to give me a hug. I need help. Do y'all hear me? That's why I'm telling y'all from a human perspective to watch out for these little combative moments, because it's us in the middle of that going, I need help. Somebody help me. And in that way, you got to help yourself. In those moments, you got to help you. You got to find a little corner of your home, of your way of being, of your lifestyle, and take care of you, boo-boo. Does that make sense? At the end of the day, we keep looking out for outside help. These goddamn governments and the peoples and the folks and the friends and the families that you have expectations to assist you and fucking drag you out of the mud, they ain't coming. Because everybody wants to fight and defend for the better good, which is necessary, but they're not paying attention to your personal gripes, and they shouldn't have to. So in that way, you got to keep yourself on course. Yo, does this make sense? You got to keep yourself on course. Because they done gave up. They, the infamous they, because they want what they want. But we're in significant change right now. It's like being in a tornado, holding on to the goddamn pipe, to the plumbing system, so you don't get swept up. Every man, every woman for themselves. It's really, really interesting. Ooh, we. Please come with some kind of questions, y'all. So I know that y'all hear this. Hey, Mama V, how you doing? You done slipped in here. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to everybody, Mama V. I'm talking to my damn self. I can't handle it. I hope you're doing okay over there. Have you heard about Sly Stone? Any questions, anybody? That's right, Robin. Robin on Instagram says, I've been practicing a lot of let them mindset. And it works. It absolutely works. I've been telling my closest friends all year long. They're like, how you doing? I'm like, minding my business. Minding my motherfucking business. Letting people do whatever they want to do. And if they want me, they know where to find me. But I'm not infiltrating. I'm not inserting in nobody's business. Why? Because y'all not taking me out. Because folks is supposed to, and I'm going to get a little harsh, y'all, but folks is supposed to be doing their work years ago. Supposed to be on their shit decades ago. Are now literally coming after the ones who've been doing their best to stay as light, as bright as possible, as on course as possible. But there's a lot of desperation right now. There's a lot of desperation right now because motherfuckers haven't been doing their work. They've been relying on the other. They've been voting for motherfuckers who've been duping them. And now you want to panic and come over my house for goddamn refuge? No, ma'am. No, sir. No, ma'am. No, sir. You had the same amount of time, the same amount of tools as I have, as Robin has had, as Roxy has had, as Naila may have, as Cicely may have, as fucking Miss A has had, as Rabbi Rob has had, as Bijou has had, as Kim has had, as Mama V has had. You had the same opportunities, the same money, the same connections with people. Goddamn, the same trauma systems. We working with the same shit. Do your work. Don't find ways to hold on to people. Oh gosh, y'all. I'm gonna stop right there. Sonia catches herself sometimes because I can go on some mass transit. Talking about mass transit subway system. I could be on the mass transit all day long. On the A line, the B line, the C line, the goddamn F line. I create a goddamn subway line just to talk about it. Lordy be Jordy. Let me pull this card, y'all. Great Mother, Father, God. Forward in this week, this very interesting week of change, connection, build up, fortitude. God, I ask you to join us in this moment and show us where to go. Thank you for this time. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I picked two. First one came out smooth. The second one said, grab me. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah, Mama V, slide's gone. That took me out in the beginning of this little rundown. Yeah, God bless him. All right, Rabbi Rob said, what's your rate for a reading? Oh, the reading special. $222 for June and July. Sign up now. You can sign up now and pay now and schedule it later. You know, it's all on you. You have this 2-month period in order to get this particular special. Yep, you can go to my website or it's in the description box below here. Excuse me, on YouTube. Thank you for asking that, Rabbi Rob. Please take advantage of that. And I am ready, willing, and able to assist. Very, very, very much so. Okay, the first card that came out, ready for it? Ain't that about a blip? Maturity, y'all. But listen, what's so funny about this and my about a blip statement is Saturn. Saturn. I know Saturn gets a bad rap. For any astrologers or budding astrologers out there that read about Saturn, get caught in the whole Saturn return thing, which is an absolute truth kind of thing, around 28, 30 years old. And then again, if you live long enough, you get it around 57, 58, right? But Saturn matures us. Saturn matures us, okay? Because Saturn makes us grow with the challenges that come up, the fears that come up. You understand the lessons that are in our face, the barbed wire fences that we have to untangle for ourselves. That's this week. If you kind of got lost in my whole astrological breakdown, please forgive me. Understood. It's a lot of information. It can sometimes go a little bit over people's head. So please forgive me. But I hope you held on to the messaging behind it. And there is a thread. There's always a thread in the messaging because that's just how spirit works through me. I hope y'all catch that. And this is a big piece in that. Get emotionally mature. Know when to fight. Pick your battles. You understand what I'm saying? Let me read this card for us all. Again, if you would, I'd love for y'all to comment on this particular rundown, good, bad, and indifferent, because I just want to know how it came off to you. Again, this is not insecurities. This is just a way in which I understand how information is coming off and how it's being perceived by you, because I want to do better and I want to do you justice as well. Okay? So check out this first card that has come through. This figure stands alone, silent and yet alert. The inner being is filled with flowers that carry the quality of springtime and regenerate wherever he goes. This inner flowering and the wholeness that he feels affords the possibility of unlimited movement. We can move in any direction, within and without. It makes no difference, as his joy and maturity cannot be diminished by externals. His joy and maturity cannot be diminished by externals. He has come to a time of centeredness and expansiveness, with Jupiter being in Cancer. The white glow around the figure is his protection and his light. All of life's experiences have brought him to this time of perfection. When you draw this card, know well that this moment carries a gift for hard work well done. Y'all get it? Your base is solid now, and success and good fortune are yours if and they are the outcome of what has already been experienced within. Y'all get that? Y'all get that? You can stand on this week, regardless of all the ins and outs, the ups and downs, the changes, the transformations, the want to change, and then the stubborn holdback and resistance to change. All of the things that I said that came through. Maturity is being gained within that. Your muscles are pumping up. You dig? What's up, Angela 5C? I'm a Cancer too. You get that? This is what we strive for. Because at the end of the day, we're going to be here. We might as well be better for it. Stay the course, right, Robin? Exactly. Robin on IG said this card emphasizes the point that came through me to stay the course. Pebbles Love said enlightenment, also wholeness. Yes. Rabbi Rob said, I'm over here shouting the spirit. Let's go, God. Let's do this thing. We can do it. Balance, right? And peace, Pebbles Love. Ashe, Roxy. Let's go. So the one that I saw once wanted to come out was this next card. Let's see what it has to say. Because I was like, you want to come too? It said, yep. As Judy Applegate already put up the word, lovers. The lovers card wants to come out. Come on now. Someone put on IG, movement and joy are within. Having an inner child doing the work will evolve and mature while still being vulnerable and playful with that inner child and that inner discipline and peace. Yes, yes, yes. Basically, what she's saying, I believe it's a female, Classic Gems, is that the maturity comes when we know how to rock with that inner and that outer, when we know how to pick our battles, when we know that love is the only way. Now I really want to cry. Now I really want to cry. Because with maturity, the maturity is knowing that love is the only way. And now, although this is a lover's card, right, which pretends two people, it's the love that you really have within yourself that's able to allow you to love other people. And although this is a meme kind of moment, I'm just going to go there. Squirrel, I had a thought the other day of how a former friend of mine was loving me. And then I stopped and I heard Spirit says, do you think that that person can love you like you want to be loved when they are so hard on themselves? They didn't know how to take care of themselves. You had to love them more than they loved themselves. So how you think they was going to give you that moment back, that love back? There is no way. And we forever want to, charge people with how they don't love us when they can't even love themselves. They don't have the capacity. So in our maturity, we need to know how to love ourselves so we can love others, so we can put that love vibration out there. You dig? This is what matters, beautiful people. I gives a fuck what they say and the type of fear that they want to put out in this world. This is what's going to win. We just need to be mature enough to understand it, to call on it, to focus on it, to stay the course with it. Does that make sense? Come on now. The card is perfect, right? Royal, she said the card is perfect for what we're going through right now because that's the aim. They want so much to take us off of that aim. That's why they're trying to do their best through all types of technology to go into our souls, to recognize who we are as people, to know our favorite colors and what we like to eat and all the shit that goes deep into who we are. Stop trying to come for us. But what they will quickly realize is that they cannot take the soul. They cannot. And love resides there almost always. What we call love is really a whole spectrum of relating, reaching from the earth to the sky. At the most earthly level, love is a sexual attraction. Many of us remain stuck there because of our conditioning has burdened our sexuality with all kinds of expectations and repressions. Actually, the biggest problem with sexual love is that it never lasts. Only if we accept this fact can we then really celebrate it for what it is, welcome its happening, and say goodbye with gratitude when it's not. Then, as we mature, we can begin to experience the love that exists beyond sexuality and honor the unique individuality of the other. We begin to understand that our partner often functions as a mirror, reflecting unseen aspects of our deeper selves and supporting us to become whole. The love that is based in freedom, not expectation or need. Its wings will take us higher and higher towards the universal love that experiences all as one. Ashe. Amen. Aho. Botakwe Ase. Thank y'all for joining me today. Thank y'all for helping me navigate this wicked little emotional minefield that happened, mixed in with some mental confusion that I had before I even got on here, and then recognized it why astrologically as I started to talk. I appreciate your patience. Um, I know it's not easy being me at times, but I know it's not easy being yourself as well, because we're all navigating whatever it is we need to navigate in a very particular, specific, and curated kind of way in space. So I send us all love. I send us all light today, really, throughout this week and throughout the rest of your walk for sure on this planet. But one day at a time, I send you so much love and so much energy today, and pray that you navigate this thing with love in your heart, with light protecting you always, with your ancestors guiding the way, and with a clear mind, a clear understanding that you are always protected and that you trust yourself and your decisions and your choices to how to walk and how to make decisions for yourself and your family, that you trust you, that you know what you need to do, that you have faith in yourself first and foremost, and spirit first and foremost. I send this out to you for sure, because it's necessary that we walk with this so all things can fall away that are not of God. Okay? Amen and ashe to that. I saw some question marks over here. Roxy said, will you give the date for your July show at the Del Monte? If anyone is coming, let them know. Yeah, my show, I said at the top of this, my next show at the Del Monte is July 6th at 7 p.m. You can get tickets. I'm performing with the one and only Cody Chestnut, who used to be down with the Roots crew, but also has a couple of albums out of his own. I probably hit about 8:30. Cody goes on about 8. Tickets are available. And because he's so popular, if you are going to come, I suggest you get your tickets now. They're only $12, y'all. And come and support a sister. If you are not within, geographically within the space to come, I am going to live stream it. And I'm going to put that information up this week so you can go ahead and buy your notes, buy your tickets, so to speak, off of stageit.com. So you can see it live. And by the way, it will not be archived. When you see it on StageIt, the live streaming is live only. It's not archived. It's not recorded. It will not be placed anywhere else for you to see. You have to catch it live or you miss it. Okay, I just wanted to let y'all know that in case that was the next question. Can I see it later on when I get off of work? Nah, baby, you got to see it in the bathroom while you on the toilet, while you at work. All right. Much love to you all. Much, much, much love to you all. Be safe out there. Walk with your people. All right. Know that you're God's children almost always, every single day. I love you. Take care.